Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Chris, and you are watching Tales from the Tarheel State. And you're probably just listening to it, but you might be watching it. So I'm going to put that out there. So, what's going on? What's happening this week? I don't fucking know. It's fucking Monday morning, and I'm trying to make another episode. Trying to come up with some shit to talk about. There's plenty of stuff out there to talk about. Just don't know, what y'all want to hear me talk about. I don't ever get any responses from anybody. But we're still going to keep on rolling with this shit like I am getting responses. So this week, what's been going on? Let's see here. I watched the UFC fights. That was pretty fun. It was a lot of knockouts. Everybody got knocked out. So there's that. Target basketball. What went on with that? We're getting some more recruits. We got this kid Nance coming in. Looks like he's going to be our next Manic. Big, tall, power forward. Shoots the ball well from outside. Should help spread the floor for defense. So that's cool. We got all our starters coming back from last year. So, things are looking up. Looking like we're going to be a tough team to beat next year. So that's pretty fucking exciting, I gotta say. I'm looking forward to that. And we still got football season coming up before that gets going, so that's exciting. Any other things going on with the sports? UFC fights were killer. That's about all I got going on, as far as I can think of to talk about. Nothing much happening in my sports world. And so, I won't talk about it too much. In the music world, shit, I don't know what's going on. I haven't really been keeping up with much. I got too much shit going on in my mind, and I lose track of what's happening. I don't know what the hell's going on anymore. My little yellow car is doing pretty good. Seems to be running better all the time. I'm still steadily working on it, tweaking it. Been adjusting the carburetor. My buddy was telling me that it smelled around like it was running off a rich, so I pulled the hood and checked it out, and I had a gas leak going on. And so that was a good thing he said that. Made me look under the hood and see that gas leak. So I got that fixed and adjusted the carburetor, and she's running a little better. Still haven't got my distributor for it. Looking forward to getting that. Should pep it up, like I said. It should help the RPMs really tack up a lot quicker. And so that'll be cool. I just need to get some motor mounts because they're flat, as Tioga said, and I'm getting a lot of vibration from that, especially now that it's running better and it'll actually tack like it should a little better, and I can feel that vibration already. That wasn't the one I was talking about when I mentioned to him about the vibration. That was in that seal in the rear end. I was feeling that in the drive shaft because I'm used to that, and the other one is definitely the feeling those motor mounts. So, those are some pretty cheap things. That and the front end parts, about $100 worth of parts. It's just a lot of pain in the ass getting them in there, so I have to let somebody else do that and give it a front end alignment. I can probably put the motor mounts in, but I can't do all the front end parts and give it an alignment and all that stuff. So, someone else will have to do that for me. I have to pay them, and that's what you gotta do. Sometimes you gotta do that shit. So my disability thing is like 9%. Done so far, processing. So that's not ready yet. And we'll find out sometime in the next 6 months if I'll get turned down. I assume I will, since I didn't hire an attorney, but maybe I'll get it. I hurt my shoulder this week. Just trying to move a couch, picking up a couch. My left shoulder, I'm pretty sure I tore my rotator cuff. It's not a real severe tear, like I don't need surgery, but it definitely, I heard it go pow! And it hasn't been right since. I have a very limited motion. I can't do it out to the side. And my left arm is kind of ganked. Shit sucks bad, man. What else is happening? Anything good? Let's see. I wanted to say something about that Rupert Kipling poem that I read. In case anyone took offense to me, I'm not trying to put out some like imperialistic view. I like that poem. So if anybody took offense to that, I'm sorry. I'm sure he was an imperialistic asshole like most people. Like most fucking motherfuckers were for sure back then. And a lot of people still are now. So at any rate, I forgot my camera. I'm sitting here fiddling around with shit. But anyways, let's make sure I'm photogenic. Little duck face. Suck it in for you. But anyway, I just like that poem. I'm not trying to be into imperialism or any of that kind of crazy shit. I'm not. If anybody was reading that into there, please don't. It's just a poem about taking responsibility and, not blaming other people and shit like that. Anything else going on? Oh, we still got people doing a lot of censorship stuff. Freedom of speech is definitely under fire. And I was even talking to a close friend of mine, and he seems to be all for it. Censorship of people. Which makes me sad. I guess, he wouldn't feel that way if somebody wanted him to shut the fuck up and not say what he wants to say. He would be very against that. I'm quite certain, as someone who's a free speaking person like he is, I would think it would be incredibly difficult for him to find himself under persecution for being able to speak freely. It's all fun and games till somebody gets hurt, right? Something like that. But anyway, I don't have a whole lot to talk about this week. We've got the day off today, or Tanya does. I'm off all the time. Well, we did get a couch. That's how I hurt myself. And bought I haven't paid for it yet, but got a used lawnmower from a buddy of mine, Preston. So I don't have to push mow this whole yard anymore. It's been kicking my ass since I'm old and broke down and applying for disability and shit. Obviously, push mowing the yard is pretty hard on me. I can't do it all at one time, and even not doing it all at one time, it still kicks my ass. Needed to do something about that, so I got a lawnmower from him, and that was exciting. Pulled in, and Tanya just told me last week how much she loves the little picket fence out front. How nice it looks to pull in, and the yard is mowed, and how pretty that little fence looks, and it's picturesque coming home to white picket fence shit, And Preston drove all over that son of a bitch with the trailer. Tore it all to hell, but luckily I had some more, and so I replaced it. But she just came home and saw that, and was just, I'd already told her, but it still bummed her out. But we got it fixed, so everything is fine. But I thought it was funny as hell when it happened. It was just like, of course. We just talked about how much she liked coming home to that shit. So of course that's what happened. Story of my life sometimes, I tell you. At least that's how it feels sometimes. Didn't see my therapist last week because I went and tried to work with Brandon. And found out I couldn't do that anymore, like I said last week, about hardwood floors being hard. And like I said, then I ended up hurting myself trying to move a couch on, what's today? So I guess that must have been Friday. Friday. So anyway, I hurt myself pretty good. Shoulders ganked. And other than that, anything going on? Nothing too much. Like I said, I don't have a whole lot to say this week. Got the stuff moved, got the lawnmower. Anything else? Hurt my stupid self, which is nothing unusual. Good at doing that. Just not supposed to call myself stupid self. That's bad. All that kind of shit. Anything else going on? Nothing I can think of, man. I'm sorry. I don't have much to say this week, y'all. I've been trying to get folks to connect with on Twitter, but I'm hoping maybe I could get some folks on Twitter and maybe get them to retweet that a new episode was coming out, and then I'd give them a shout out here on the podcast. But only just decided to do that last night, and so maybe by next week, maybe I'll actually get some responses to that on Twitter, and I'll write down all the people that retweet me, and then I'll, you know, give them a shout out. And but we'll see. I'm trying to do that. See if anything happens like that. You know, I'm already giving shout outs to certain people if I thought they wanted it. Let's give a shout out to Lou Horton out there doing her artwork, kicking ass. And she listens to the podcast, so Lou, thanks. I appreciate it so much. You're one of my few supporters. You know, one of my diehards, I believe. And I'm fucking excited about that. Paul, I know, is out there listening. My man Paul. My man Will. My man Z checks me out from time to time. I don't know who all else is listening. I know my wifey Pooh checks it out. And, you know, I know there's people all over the country checking it out once in a while, but I don't think I got a lot of all the time listeners. And if there are, I'd love to hear from you. Let me know if this thing makes you laugh at all, or if you get some support knowing I'm trying to go to a therapist and I'm not drinking, and if you find some support there. I did get a pretty good buzz one night with my buddies at Harriet, but, you know, just went out and had a few drinks, and no big deal. Didn't get hammered or anything like that, and drank like a responsible grown-up. Weird, I know. And anyway, I still had a hangover the next day, and I had just like throughout the course of the entire like afternoon and evening, I may have drank 5 beers, but like a couple of heavy ones. Mostly they were like Michelob Super Ultra Light things, but then I had like a couple of IPAs. I think those gave me a headache. That's the most I've drank in 6 months. And I didn't really feel bad about it, to be honest with you. I feel like it was okay. And if I don't feel bad about it, I guess it's alright. Because that's generally my issue, is feeling like I'm doing something wrong. Which is generally what's wrong with me all the time, is feeling like I'm doing something wrong. And, or that I'm not good enough. And all that kind of shit. But, yeah, I saw a few people on Twitter talking about their drinking, trying to quit drinking and stuff too. And so, yeah. I'll try to reach out to those folks on Twitter and let them know. You know, I haven't been going to a 12-step program or any of that bullshit. Those fucking 12-step programs are a good way to connect with other drunks and drug addicts, and, you know, seeing people cheating on with significant others, like, you know, cheating on their significant other with people's husbands and wives, and seriously down with OPP up in them motherfucking meetings. I'm gonna tell you right now, those meetings are fucking something else. And if you've ever been to any of those meetings, you know what I'm talking about. You know, if you go there for a while, you'll see some people getting together on the fucking sly and shit. Fucking bunch of creeps. But I guess we all are at some point in time in our lives. I don't know. Maybe I'm full of shit. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Just sitting in the room talking to myself, motherfuckers. And sometimes I get some folks to listen. And that's nice. Just trying to connect. Trying to make a connection with folks out there. You know? I never know if I am. It's hard to tell. But I keep trying. I'm trying to connect with you motherfuckers. I know times are getting harder and harder. Fucking went to the grocery store, spent $75, and I'm like a really prudent shopper. $75 ain't shit at the grocery store anymore. I mean, you can barely get a pack of burger and some fucking buns and some, you know, Jesus Christ. Well, you need coffee and eggs and bacon too. Look out. There's $75. But, yeah, I used to smoke cigarettes. I used to drink alcohol like a motherfucker too. Just money, blowing money. Just blowing money. But, anyways, yeah, I hope you guys are doing alright. And, reach out, say hello, let me know how things are going for y'all. Let me know how you're doing with your grocery bills. Let me know how the gas prices are affecting you. You know what I'm saying? Let me know what's up. I know it sucks out here in the real world for poor working class folks like me. It ain't getting no fucking easier, that's for sure. And, yeah. shit ain't gonna get no easier no time soon, I'm afraid. I know that times are getting tough, and I was right about that shit. I knew the fucking housing bubble was coming and shit. Hate being right all the goddamn time. What the fuck? This is episode number 40, by the way. Number fucking 40. Hard to believe. And I believe I finally got this thing figured out. Hopefully this will be in stereo. It'll be coming through both of your speakers. If I didn't get it figured out, then I really suck ass, and I apologize. But I'm pretty sure it's going to be fine, and I'll find out soon enough when I check it out. But anyway, I don't have anything else to say this week. I love you guys. Thanks for listening, and check me out on YouTube. This episode will be up there, and this episode will be up here on Spotify and Apple and everything pretty soon. And anyways, check it out. Let me know what you think. Episode 40. Keeping on, keeping on. Let me know what's up out there if anybody's listening. If anybody's a producer and they come across this shit and they're like, yo, man, you need some help, let me know something. Come on. Don't be scared. Reach out to a brother. I know I'm a big time superstar on here and all that kind of shit. But you know, I'm a man of the people. I'm a man of the people. Anyways, subscribe. Hit the notification bell if you go on there on YouTube. And all that kind of shit on here too. Whatever it is, I don't fucking know, man. Whatever it is you do, that, you know, hit the like button, give me a damn thumbs up, all that kind of stuff, man. Like all the other people are doing. That's what I need to try to grow my brand, man. I got to grow my brand. I need my brand to grow. I want you guys to grow with me. Know what I'm saying? G-Money? All right, love you guys.